Good morning! So if you watched my previous video where I started to restore the field boundary, you'll know that I discovered this long forgotten path. So I'm currently stood halfway along. The path does carry on ahead of me. You can just about make out some of the old fence posts, but yeah, there's still a lot of clearing to be done. But I'm starting at this point here, because I'm still got a little bit to go back that way, but I'm thinking, how on earth am I going to do this? So I've decided there's a bit of a clear section there. I can clear the stuff, chuck it down there, and then I can put that through a shredder at a later date. But I'm trying to work out what I'm doing, because there's certain things I want to keep, certain things I want to get rid of. In here, there's a couple of small holly trees. I'm going to try and winch those out. I'm hoping this silver birch tree here is going to be strong enough for me to winch off of. But also, I've got this honeysuckle that's growing all through here. So most of this is going to have to go, which is a shame. However, there is one branch of it that goes all the way up the oak tree there and is up in the branches up there. So it'd be great if I can save that. So I am trying to think about everything around me and not just hacking my way through. So yeah, I'm going to start here, work my way out in both directions and see how much I can get cleared. All the time, being careful of things like the daffodils that are starting to come up. So yeah, let's go grab some tools. Well, that's not bad. 20 minutes in, it's starting to look like a path again. Now, obviously, I am trying to be careful where I'm putting my feet, because there are quite a few bulbs coming up. Now, obviously, my main concern is the barbed wire here, but you can see it. We've got bulbs coming up here. There's bulbs coming up here. There's another clump just down here. See, bulbs coming up here. They're a little bit young. I can't quite identify them. I think they're going to be daffodils. But then down here, we've got this clump here. All these here, those there, they're flat. They definitely are daffodils. There's another clump there. So this should look fantastic in a few years once it's all settled down. But yeah, right, I'm going to get the winch out now. I'm going to try and remove those small bits there and this laurel here, and then I can start going that way and connect the two bits back up again. Well, there we go, that's looking good and open now. Now I'm hoping I haven't killed the honeysuckle. Obviously it was quite a challenge to sort of work out what way was up with honeysuckle. It was a bit of a mess going through there. I've left most of the large chunks that I could find. There was a few that I cut off by accident, but I'm hoping the rest of that will survive. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's a shame, but obviously having the path open was the most important thing. If I could save the honeysuckle, that was the second important thing. So yeah, plan is to carry on with this section here and connect this path up with the bit I've already done, but for now I'm thinking I'm rather worn out, so I'm going to go and have some lunch. I'll spend the rest of the day clearing that, so I won't bother recording that. So I'll pick this up again in the morning and hopefully we can get this section cleared. Right, well it's the next day. I managed to get all the branches cleared last night, so I'm now on to clearing this small section here, then hopefully I can start standing this fence back up. So right, let's get on. Right, well that's the fence back up. Now it does look incredibly rough at the moment. That's because I've run out of the metal posts that I used on the previous section of fence, and I thought rather than running off and ordering an unknown amount of fence posts, I'll wait until I've exposed the entire thing and I'll do it properly then. So for now I'm using these hazel posts that I had sat around, so that will keep it up and out of the way. I can get along here to maintain stuff and I can carry on working. Now I'm not sure what I want to do next. What I want to do next is to clear these hollies from down here and expose this bit, because I think that'll look nice and you get a fantastic view out of here, and it also means I can start planting stuff on this bank. However, I'm very aware that I'm trying to work ahead of nature, and okay, the daffodils are nice, I am trying not to damage them, but they're not too bad. The main thing is nesting birds. Now it's still January, it's far too early to have nesting birds, but the way the temperature is, you can't tell the birds that they're wrong. If they want to nest, they're going to nest. So I'm thinking I really should carry on with this, so I'm sure that's what I'm going to be doing in the next video, is carrying on, and I'm hoping I can get to the end, because I can see there's dead hedge going down over there. That is where the end of this fence is, so that is where I'm aiming for. So I think I might be able to do that in one section, but for now I'm going to end this video here. I hope you left it a like, and I shall see you later.